Ladder Challenge Day 1 was a lot of fun yesterday. We got Ladder Challenge Day 2 today. Austin got his fresh cut a week ago. I got mine today. So vibes have to be up today. How are you doing, Austin?
Hey, we secured day 1, so that's always a good start to the day. I also don't see any chirps in the chat saying day 1 again because we're on day 2, so I don't want to hear any of that.
Yo, we're up a decent amount off the Ladder Challenge. I'll never understand that.
It's just haters. It's just haters. There's a reason
Yeah,
everyone's
but bro,
doing
you'd
it.
assume we're missing like 6 in a row before we go on a run. Like we're hitting every other one like at worst.
Even our
That's what makes
misses have been ones that are still enjoyable to sweat and watch. Like it's
Oh,
supposed
yeah.
to be an enjoyment. You know what I mean? You're supposed to
Oh, yeah.
enjoy what you're watching. You're not going to hit them all, but
No.
nonetheless, we're on day 2. Vibes are there. Day 1 again. I'm seeing in the chat. Fuck all y'all. Let's keep the vibes. Let's have a day.
Let's get into it. Let's get this thing started. All right. Should I go first? Are you feeling excited? You want to get yours up?
Your call. If you got yours, you can go.
I'll go. First off, Colin Sexton, 21.5 points. I really don't want to waste any more time explaining this to you guys. He's a wagon. Let's just leave it at that. Franz Wagner, he's had 28, 31, and I think 31 against the Wizards this season, and for good reason. Most of his scoring comes in the paint, and the Wizards are the worst paint defense in the NBA. His field goal attempt volume has been down lately, but his usage has stayed the same. So if he keeps the same usage and he has this great of a matchup, I assume he's going to finally come through. Fred VanVleet over 7.0 assists. The Clippers are not as good at stopping assists as you would think, considering how good their defense is in general. And VanVleet's potential assists have been through the roof lately. I think it's 14 per game in the last 10. 7.0 is 2-line. Having that push potential at 7 is really nice here. Kawhi Leonard, 25 points. I got this as an alt line. It's 25.5 at like minus 110 on most places, but I thought minus 125 was fine for that extra point because Russell Westbrook's out. So now when Paul George and Harden are both off the floor, Kawhi is averaging like 32 points per 36 minutes. So he'll probably get 8 to 10, maybe even 12 minutes with those two off the court. The volume's going to be great. Then on top of that, Houston has not been defending the pull-up shot well. So that's right in Kawhi's wheelhouse. And lastly, Shea over 30.5 points. Anytime you see him at 30.5, it's probably a good bet because he's finished right at 31 11 times this season. So that is a very key number. I ate the juice on minus 135 because he's finished at 31 11 times this season. But the Portland matchup is a good one. He should do well. And it's a very friendly line that he has a high hit rate for. Let's get into Austin's plays. Also, we got a lot of people in here. Welcome. If you are new, we hope you guys enjoy the show. We're going to try and be efficient with the plays today, and we're going to make sure we get Ladder Challenge Day 2 out as soon as possible. We're going to give you guys our favorite plays, which is what we're doing now. For those who didn't see our main post, and then we're going to go through the board and pick our favorite 2 for the Ladder Challenge. So, Austin, you're up, my friend.
Also, another thing to piggyback off that, make sure you throw a like on our list, fellas. Show some love. We're putting in the work. This is the way you help support us, gets it pushed out. We've been really, really consistent this year. I mean, especially since starting this show, we're producing winners. We hope you guys enjoy, but we'll get right into it. Darius Garland, 22.5 points. It's my play of the day. I know you took him yesterday. I was kind of iffy on him. He went 6 for 20, so you had a good read. The volume was there. Nothing you can do. He didn't make shots. I'm jumping right back on him today against Atlanta. I think 6 for 20. If I get 20 shots again, he's going to score 22.5 points. You have to think. You know what I mean? I love targeting efficiency players on poor shooting nights. I think this one makes a lot of sense. And he's had a lot of success against Atlanta prior. Mitchell's out. Mobley's out. Strus is out. 23 points for a guy that's going to have this type of usage. Should have a pretty solid game. D'Angelo Russell, 23.5 PA. What he's done the last 20 games is absolutely unreal. He's hitting 17 of the last 20 games. The guy's playing just insane basketball. He's shooting the 3 well. Sack, decent target there. They're middle of the pack for points allowed. Yeah, just look at his last 20 at PA. It's absolutely.
Bro, do you see that video of LeBron giving the ball back against Jalen Williams? So he was on, like, he hit like 3 shots in a row or something crazy. He was going off against OKC, and he had Jalen Williams in an ISO. He passed to LeBron. And LeBron looked at him. He was like, "What are you doing?" And then threw it back to him, and then like let him go to work. And he had a
Just let him
nasty
cook.
step on him. It was smooth.
Bro, he's playing like some of the best ball I've ever seen D'Lo play. I can't lie. Like
Oh
in
yeah,
this,
he's never played this well.
he's
Never.
looking unreal. And so I'm just gonna keep riding him. I've played him probably 10 times on my page. I don't have the numbers, but I've not lost a bet. Knock on wood. Could happen today. That's gambling, but until it does, I mean, it's one of those. It's kind of like he might be up there with Sexton-esque for like taking his points right now for me. Like I've taken his PA so many times in a row, and it's just continued to produce. The line's there. Good assist target too. Top 5 to assists allowed. I think it's a really, really underrated spot. Moving on to the next spot, SGA. I'm on his under 12.5 RA. He's hit this line under in 22 of 31 away games. It's a 14-point spread. I'm typically pretty good with my Portland reads. We don't have anyone out there today. I think this game is a blowout. I don't think SGA sniffs the fourth quarter like he did in 2 of the games. He didn't smell the fourth quarter, and he had 9 and 7 RA in those. Then in one of them, he did play. He had like 15 RA. So it's one of those plays where if this game's a blowout, he's probably going under. Even if he drops 40, he probably goes under. So I feel like there's a lot of ways this one goes under. The hit rate's really, really good. I think 13 RA is a heavy task in this super slow pace, 223 total, where Portland doesn't give a ton of rebounds either to guards. It's just kind of a slugfest game. I know fading superstars is never popular, but that's what I'm doing today. Alperen Sengun, 3.5 assists. I like his 4.0 if you have it there. It's one of those spots where it's not pretty, it's not glamorous, but it's just a one that consistently hits. He has a 72% hit rate this season. 74% hit rate at home. The ball plays through him. It's a 6.5-point spread. I think it's a really good line. It's kind of one of those plays too, Will, where it's probably going to be either 3, 4, or 5, but he's going to give you a chance. So going back to that one, and then Buddy Hield 4.5 assists. I probably wouldn't touch this play if you guys are watching and haven't yet. Kyle Lowry got ruled out 15 minutes after I posted this one. He wasn't on the injury report. Such a bad beat. Like, not even a beat yet, but super unlucky. I loved this spot when Lowry was in. I don't think there's any chance he was going over. Now it's a lot more sweaty. It's Buddy Hield. They could still go under. You know what I mean? Like, he could still not get 4.5 assists. It's not like he's getting 14 potentials, but it's going to be a lot sweatier. He's at 5.5, favored really for the juice under, but wouldn't touch him now. So those are the 5 I'm rolling with.
Love it, man. Let's cook. Let's get to this ladder challenge. That's what everybody's here for. Real quick, I wanted to pull up this video of the D'Lo pull-up 3 I was talking about. Can you guys see it right now? Here, I'll just play it from here.
Yeah, we can see it.
So D'Lo passed it off. LeBron was like, "Get it back," and then bang. That's good D too. That's a good.
That's in his grill. Is that the one he fell down and they took a timeout?
I don't think
one
so.
He hucked up where he fell down. Like
it wasn't that one.
It was his 3rd one in a row, and he hucked it, but just bomb. And they took a timeout, and it was like, wow, D'Lo's cooking. So, absolutely love the spot today, though.
Love it, love it. Since I thanked all the viewers for coming in, we have now doubled the amount of viewers. So again, thank you everybody for tuning in, and we hope you guys enjoy these as much as we do. We do these every day, so hopefully this isn't the last time that you guys are coming in if this is your first time. But let's get to it. We got Magic and Wizards. I don't think we want to get anything from this game in the ladder, do we?
Yeah, I saw Gary Harris ruled out. It's kind of one of those spots where Franz is already juiced up. He was at 17.5 points. I don't really want to touch him at 19.5. I don't know. I don't love much in this game. I think Banchero was at 21.5. He's 23.5. I think a lot of the value has been kind of capped. Suggs is on the road, so I don't really want to touch Suggs. And this Wizard side, I mean, there's just not much going. I get the Tyus Jones looks and stuff like that.
Not in this matchup. This matchup.
I'm not loving this game, so I'm cool skipping over it.
You don't want to let Tyus ruin 3 ladders in a row for us?
Yeah, I'm gonna bite you if you try to put those in there. I'm just gonna say no. So,
all right, Cleveland, Atlanta. You're on Garland. I do support that one. The only reason I remember I looked at this game last night before I went to sleep, and I circled it. I was like, both teams are on back-to-back, so I don't think I want to touch this game as a whole. But if it wasn't a back-to-back, I would be playing something Garland today.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I did play it. I know the back-to-backs. Garland doesn't really have any competition today. Like Mitchell's out, like I said, Strus is out, so that probably puts Morel in, I would assume. Levert probably still comes off the bench, yeah.
Oh, we got Sam Morril lines. Dude, have you seen his hit rates with minutes?
Yeah, but I don't know if I can play a
This is
guy
also
like
like
that
the
ladder.
matchup for him. So I went back and watched the film for the games both last time the Cavs played and some of the decent ones for the Hawks. They don't blitz as much on pick and rolls just because Okongwu and Capella do it, but who's the third? Bruno Fernando does not do it, which is also why he doesn't get minutes for anybody that's wondering. But when it is Capella on the floor, they still blitz on the pick and roll. And what was the other thing? What happens a lot of times is instead of leaving the roller wide open, the weak side defender comes and stops the roller, and then it leaves the opposite corner wide open. So I want to see if we can get Morel with 25 minutes. Let's see what the hit rate is. I know it's insane on threes. I wonder what it's like for points. Yeah, if we can get 3 threes, maybe. What's the odds on that?
I don't think we bank on a role player like that. That's minutes aren't guaranteed.
Yeah, minus 220. That's nuts. We won't, but it's something that I would eye for the ladder because that's crazy volume. I want to see if we get 15 minutes. I think that's even high. 16 of 21 for 3 threes. And then for 4 threes plus 120, we're at 10 of 21. That's something that I'll eye once we get to the lotto. But outside of that, I wouldn't really play much else in this game. Jared Allen's lines have been bumped up already to reflect Mobley being out. Garland's at 23.5. We could see what his odds are at 22.5 and table him in there. Would you rather have points or PA? Because I think I might lean PA just with how they run that pick and roll.
See, I think points. I don't want to bank. If you go PA, you need 8 assists. That, like, for me, it's like I don't want to bank on 8 assists with this lineup that they have out there. The point total's pretty low. I don't think it's likely that
we can get minus 155 for 30. That means we only need 7 assists. Because he's had 15 potential assists a game without Mitchell. That volume's super healthy. We'll bookmark it in. We can come back to it at the end. It might not even be worth it.
I'm unsure on that, but I do like that.
76ers and Grizzlies. Probably nothing there. I know you're on Healed under, but that was before the Lowry news. I know A1's on Healed over 2.5 threes. I'm sure that's juice now. Yeah, minus 190. Great CLV by A1.
Healed's 170 at 5.5. So, I mean, he could finish at 4, Like, it's not. It's not like
even in that game with Maxey and Lowry out, he played 43 minutes, 40-something minutes, and had 10 potential assists. It's not like he was running point with 15 potential assists in 30 minutes. Like, if he goes back to 30 minutes a game because Nick Nurse hates him for whatever reason, if he goes back to 30 minutes and Cameron Payne's getting more run, who knows? We're probably still only seeing 7-8 potential assists.
Just need him to miss.
Yeah. I probably still wouldn't want to take that risk for the ladder.
No, I agree.
Yeah. We'll move on to Clippers Rockets. I do really like Kawhi in this matchup. 25.5. Let's see what his odds are for 25 plus on here. It's minus 125 on FanDuel. The one thing that I want to bring up is, let's go opponent shooting. And
this Clipper team is like the old Pelicans for me, where it's like Paul George sometimes goes off, Kawhi sometimes goes off, Harden sometimes goes off. I hate trying to choose the scorer out of the 3 when they're all 20-point guys. That's typically what I try to stay away from.
That's fair. I really like this pull-up shooting matchup. He's either getting Dylan Brooks, who's historically cooked every time they play because Brooks is too small for him, or Jabari Smith, who is just not experienced enough as a defender to actually limit Kawhi. So It's just the way I viewed it, I was like, there's no scenario where I think Kawhi doesn't have a good matchup against a defense that plays to his strengths. But we can move on. That wasn't by any means one of my favorite plays.
What do you think about Kawhi's assists today? I thought his 3.5 was a decent look earlier.
I really only even think about his assists at home because Kawhi home versus away. What?
I know Russ is obviously out.
Yeah.
When
But
Harden's
yeah,
off, he probably gets pretty good usage.
he averages 1.6 more assists at home than he does away since January 1st.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy, actually.
Because there was a couple games I didn't post it, but I just blindly took him over 3.5 assists at home, and it's done pretty well for me. So the one time I posted officially, of course, it missed, but that's just how it goes sometimes. D'Amato really likes Fred VanVleet over assists. That's something we could do as well. Where is it? 6.5. It's minus 160 now. I got it at minus one. It was minus 140 when I posted earlier. Is that something that you? Because I know you're on Sengun. Would you want to play with either of those, or would you rather just move on? It's kind of a weird game.
Yeah, I was gonna say that game I'm super like 50-50 on. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
those 220 to 230 spreads are the worst because it's not slow enough to be like a slow game, but it's also not fast enough to be a game where you're like, I'm excited to play, get a lot of scoring in this one.
Exactly. I think you're spot on. That 220 to 230 range is super like it could go either way.
I'm not even gonna ask you, I'm just gonna put it in just so you know. 22.5 now. What the fuck?
It's because Keontae got ruled out.
Even after Keontae got ruled out, dude. Because I was in the middle of getting my haircut when the news dropped, and I was like, "Oh no, I didn't post it yet." I got to my car 20 minutes later, and it was still there. But I want to see maybe on FanDuel is it still there? Because there's no way it should have moved that much in the last hour when there was no additional news. Let's see. Chicago and Utah. I mean, it's a bad line, to be fair. It probably should be like more 23.5, 24.5. Yeah, 22.5 on FanDuel too. I'm still going to lock it in. I'm sure there's one site that's slacking. So I'll put it in there. Thunder, Portland, excuse me. We can go Shea. Would you want to do? Would you consider Shea first quarter? Because I know you're worried about blowout.
I was gonna say if it's not first quarter for Shea, I don't think we play it. I just think this game's gonna be so ugly.
Dude, Shea's first quarter hit rate is actually crazy. I'll pull it up once we see what the odds are for it. Because
have they announced if Ayton? Yeah, unlikely to play. He's doubtful. He's probably not playing.
Like, what's stopping Shea from going to get 10 in the first quarter?
The Portland Trailblazers pace. Dude, they're rolling Chris Murray.
Okay, here's the thing I've also kind of realized, though, about slow-paced teams. It plays into the hands of ball-dominant players. Because pace-up spots actually help the role players more than anything because they get out in transition and run. Once you get in the half court, you get it to your guys and you let them work. I mean, that's other guys will get it in the corner and shit, but like Isaac Okoro, he'll hit some threes here and there, but if it's transition, that's where he's getting work. But in the half court, when the Cavs run a pick and roll, that's when Garland gets work, not necessarily much in transition. And I'd be willing to make the case that that's the case for most players.
That's literally why Orlando gives up a shit ton of points to guards.
Yep, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, because teams run that half-court offense against them.
They're really good in transition, dude.
It's I actually don't hate Shea 10+ with D'Lo 23.5 PA to catch the ladder. I'm not gonna lie.
I'd be good with that because the projections like D'Lo points and assist.
I mean, I know I'm biased towards D'Lo, but what he's doing right now, and like, I think he's kind of
crazy stuff.
I think he's became where it's like, okay, he's gonna play he's played 30+ minutes, 11 straight games. He's not getting bullshitted by Ham anymore because he's clearly their guy. Like their third guy, obviously, not guy, but
all right. D'Lo, yeah, I think we can lock in PA. I thought that was 26.5 PA. I was like, what in the hell? I don't really have anything else from this game. Fox usually does well in this.
I kind of liked Fox early, but his odds shot up. Like he was 31.5 opening. I was debating playing it. Then I saw it 32.5 and it just kept creeping. So I stayed off.
Here's my issue with Fox. I don't think he's 100%. I know players just in general, like they're always dealing with injuries behind the scenes and stuff. But when it's public, it's usually something that it's like, all right, if it's bad enough that it's public knowledge, then it's probably something to make note of. Right. And it's not like he rested for a few days and he was like, oh, I just twisted my ankle, I'm fine. It was like there was something wrong. They didn't know how long he was going to be out, and it was like, oh, he's back sooner than kind of thought. So I don't know. That's just kind of where I'm with Fox. But yeah, the line's moved too much by now, anyways.
How does Darius Garland today not score 25 plus with Sam Morrell, Isaac Okoro, Dean Wade, and Jared Allen? I'm just wondering. That's the starting
Because
five.
Dean Wade's about to go for 80 points, bro. That's
If
he
Atlanta
was
just lets those guys
crazy.
shoot him out of the gym, then they're gonna get smoked. But that's the other thing. The shooters are on a back-to-back. Garland just went 6 of 20. You have to assume he shoots better than that.
Yeah, but okay, I will say
And
this.
he's been good on the
This probably helps your case actually more than it hurts. His issue isn't with the shooting, it's with the finishing. He's getting to the rim and missing, which is not like that's where it doesn't stick.
He
You
needs to
take
get
low
fouled
quality
more.
threes, you'll miss a lot of them. You take a lot of pull-ups and like step backs, you'll miss a lot of them. Those are like not efficient shots, but like the best will make them. But if you're missing at the rim, that's going to correct itself.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. That's kind of just one of those spots where Atlanta hasn't been doubling a ton. Guards have done pretty well recently. I think it's like one of those spots. 23 points. He should easily be able to go get that today.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I just can't tell. Like, do you like D'Lo more?
Then Garland?
Yeah, because I would say those are my two that like.
I do just for the fact that. So it's less tripping me up that Garland's on a back-to-back. It's more tripping me up that both teams are on a back-to-back. I feel like it could be a blowout either way just because one team might be gassed. Like all it takes is one team to play bad for a blowout, and with both teams being on a back-to-back, I feel like it makes it way more likely.
Yeah, that's fair. That I'm kind of at the point, you know how it is. Like I'm done trying to just simply predict blowouts when they're 3-point spreads, 4-point. Like if they happen, they happen. You just move on. You know?
Oh yeah, no, it's less like the Pacers Mavs game. I know we hit on yesterday. I don't remember if I said it on the stream or not. I was worried about blowout in that game because I was like, both teams shoot a lot of threes, so I don't know which one's gonna make them. But all it takes is like there's obviously very volatile shots. All it takes is one team to fuck up on it.
Miles Turner yesterday. We not gonna talk about that,
dude.
10 minutes of play is all it took.
That was nuts.
10 minutes of play. Who was the other guy we were voting between?
Miles Turner and it might have been Garland.
No. Yeah, who didn't hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome.
No. It was Beal. It was Beal.
Who didn't hit.
Did he? Did he not hit in overtime?
I think he actually might have. I think he would have hit his prop. I think. Pull up Beal's line. I'm pretty sure he sold a lotto.
It was 22.5 for his PA. I'm pretty sure.
I think he hit. Here, I'll look.
I know he had 16 points. I just don't know how many assists he had. He would have finished at 22, dog. We would have gotten hooked.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
That would have been horrible.
The sweatiest leg was the goddamn Miami Heat.
Oh my god, dude! No, the sweatiest leg was quickly, dude. I don't know what the fuck he came back in the game for, but he had 3 assists removed.
Jeez,
that was the worst, bro. Yeah, I never actually went back and checked what his potential assists were in that game. Last game, because I'm pretty sure it was something crazy. A1 was saying he counted 16. Whereas, okay, it's not 16. 11. That's definitely not right.
That probably is right. I didn't see that guy passing for shit. I'm not gonna lie. It was a sweat.
A1 said him and one of his followers, I don't know if it was one of his followers, one of his friends, but they counted like halfway through the third quarter and he had 16.
Okay, that's exaggerated. There's no way you counted and went back. Come on now, gang. We've both never done that, but I agree. At least he hit for our ladder, so
yeah. That makes up for Ty the day before.
Facts. The fact that he even came back out was legendary. So, all right, let's dig in.
Kings are on the first leg of a back-to-back, by the way. Does that scare you or not really?
Like for blowouts?
Yeah.
What's the spread? 2-point spread. I mean, 240 total. I kind of want a piece of that action. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm with it.
Don't you? I mean, it's a 240 total. Like
I'm personally, I'm fine with it. Lakers at home. It's a 45-minute drive from Sacramento to LA. Not too stressed about it in terms of rest. I can see where their next game is.
Go check what D'Lo did in his first 2 games against Sacramento.
Yeah, no, the Kings' next game is at home against the Spurs. They'll be fine.
Yeah, they're gonna try to win this one because they're gonna go all out to win this one more because they'll probably be good to win tomorrow.
D'Lo versus Kings. Nope, that's Russell Westbrook.
Dangalo.
What?
I always type it in like that too. Like I never put the accent. I just D8. Like
Oh
how you
yeah. 28-5, 17-9, 10. That's Minnesota. It doesn't count.
But even the 2 before Minnesota, like he's naturally played pretty good. He looked good in both the games versus the Lakers or versus the Kings early.
De'Aaron Fox played here. I'm trying to see if there's a matchup he might be targeting, but this is more or less the same roster they're running now, or same 5 they're running now.
He probably
like
who's gonna Fox is probably on him. Herder.
Either Fox or Herder. Both are positive matchups.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's got a good spot.
So I think that's everything worth going over. I don't really want to play Bucks Warriors just because I don't know what the deal is with Giannis's Achilles.
Or with Curry's jump shot.
Yeah, Curry's jump shot. I know Draymond's assist are low, but I mean, dude, that he keeps hooking me. I can't play him. But yeah, that's the whole board. So we got 4 players to decide between Garland, Sexton, Shea, and D'Lo. Well, there's one thing I want to check, not for the ladder, just because it's on my mind now. I want to see what Jared Allen assists is. Is that if you don't have a gross prop of the day, that might be mine. Yeah, that's actually because what's going to happen is they're going to press Garland up on the pick and roll. He's going to get it to Allen, and then Allen is going to get it to one of the shooters or somebody cutting. He'll get at least 2 that way, and then 1 off like an offensive rebound.
I don't hate
but
it.
Yep. So we got Garland 30 plus, Sexton 22, Shea 10 first quarter, D'Lo 24 PA. One thing I want to show you with Shea first quarter, less you, I know you know, but I want to show the people watching. I feel like that's a good ass 4, honestly. Like I'm already trying to think ahead, and I'm like, I don't know which one I want to remove.
Yeah, I agree. What's his head-to-head against Portland in the first quarter?
10, 12, 13, 16, 9. This 9 was last season, though. If he plays 12 minutes, he's getting that extra point.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, when he plays, 67% hit rate for the first quarter. Oh, this is what it is. Look at that, bro. When they win, he's hitting 34 of 42 home games. Not home games, wins.
I think we play this.
If you put it at wins by 10 plus, that's so green.
Yeah, that is crazy. And they're winning by 10 plus today.
They have to.
Unless Simons and Jeremy Grant play like just the best ball of their career.
If they cover the spread, 20 of 21, 15, winning by 15, and it's 17-17. That's nuts.
Put 14 points. Yeah.
They cover the spread. This is against Orlando, though. Oh, I bet on this game. He shot like 0 for 9. I remember this.
I think this is our one right here.
Yeah, hold on. I want to see this because that was recent. Versus Orlando, 2 of 6. Maybe it was the second quarter then. I just know he started that game horribly. Where to go? So yeah, we'll put Shea in there. That'll be the first time a first quarter prop will be in the ladder. That'll be fun. Chase, we got Chase's approval. So that's it. That's in there. So then we got to decide between D'Lo, Sexton, and Garland. All more or less the same odds. Actually, we can add a money line in if we need to.
I think Sexton's out. I can't have another Sexton L in the ladder, so I'm making a gut call on that. I'm sorry.
All right, I say we let the chat vote between Garland and D'Lo.
That's fair. I just refuse to let Sexton lose another ladder for us. Well, I can't have our third ladder lost. I know he
You
covered.
where I am, but if you don't want to put it in, we won't put it in.
We got SGA first quarter, gang. I cannot do another Sexton L. You know what I mean? We got first quarters, which I never play, and Colin Sexton. I can't do it. I'm making a call.
Fair enough. All right, should we leave Garland and D'Lo up to the chat, or do you have a preference?
Yeah, let them vote.
All right, nobody vote yet. I'm gonna put it in the comments to mark when you should start voting. I'm gonna do Garland 30 plus PA because I think we can play that just fine. Hold on, stop voting. None of those are gonna count. I don't know.
We're not doing shy 30 plus because Will and I don't think he's guaranteed to play the whole game. So we'd rather.
All right, starting from here. So we got one D'Lo. This is fun because I don't actually have either one of these on my list, so I have no bias when I'm counting up these votes. 2-0 for D'Lo. 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. All right, I think D'Lo's gonna run away.
D'Lo's just so green, bro. Like, and he's swaggy as fuck to watch. Like, you can't not enjoy his swag. I'm sorry.
One of my cousins plays golf with D'Lo.
That's fucking sick. He's quietly one
like
of my
during the off season. I'll be like hanging out with him, be like, all right, I'm gonna go play golf with him. I'm like, dude, that's so nice.
When he covered that line, just catching it and doing that, I was done. I was sold.
Oh, that was smooth.
Jersey was ordered. That's my guy right there.
I think there's been one Garland vote, 2 Garland votes. The rest has been all
Garland's my play of the day today, so I'm happy with that.
All right, that puts us at plus 176, and then
throw the OKC money line, and then we're good to go.
I would have to, but you want to take in a road money line? Portland's kind of nice at home.
You think Portland can beat OKC today? No, Ayton.
No, I hate the idea of taking a big road.
Well, what other team is even?
Dude, I don't know. We can take like Curry to hit a 3 or some shit. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you'd have to SGP if you do Thunder. So get rid of that.
Plus 194.
Oh, we bought 5. Remember?
Oh, you're right. You're right. No, because we got it back down to plus 201 because we took a point off Turner.
Okay.
I mean, bro, even with this though, we're $2.50 off. I think
we can do that.
Let's check FanDuel.
Thing about this too is when Jeremy Grant and Ayton probably get ruled out. Grant might play, but Ayton I don't think is. It's probably going to move it even more.
Probably.
That 14 point turns to 15.5, 16, you know?
Can I say I do really like the idea of taking guys that, like when we took, because we were both on DeRozan that day, when we took DeRozan to travel all the way to Sacramento for an away game, and like obviously it's like different time zone and shit, that stuff makes me so nervous when I take it.
Yeah. No, I get that. It's something you don't always think about too when you're picking the plays, you know? Like
you can't take first. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, you're good. I was gonna say there's actually like personal aspect to the player.
Oh yeah,
they're actually human beings that just had to fly 8 hours, you know, or
it's not fun. I guess I will say it probably helps for guys like DeRozan that have been in the league because then it's like, all right, they're probably gonna get more work than like a Kobe White or an Ayo Dosunmu just because like they've been around the block and done this so many times. But just in general, something to keep in mind. I think DK is the only place you can play this, by the way.
Perfect. Well, that's our plays.
All right. Let me unshare the screen so I can lock this in. Or so I can log in and then you guys can see me lock it in. But
let's have a day, William. Let's keep it rolling.
Somebody said they can't tell because they're on tail because they're on Hard Rock. Does Hard Rock not? I thought Hard Rock has all first quarters. D'Lo, PA, and Shea first quarter points is plus 257 on Hard Rock. That's at 10.5. Be careful. I'm sure. I haven't even checked, but I'm sure it's at 10.5. Let's see. Thunder Blazers. Where's first quarter? I don't know if there's an alt first quarter, but I know, yeah, he's 10.5 minus 110 there. There's no alt first quarter there. So here's what I'd say. If you're on any other book and can't get an alt first quarter, take 30 plus for the game because I know Hard Rock has that. So I'm going to lock this in. And if you can't get this on DraftKings, go ahead and lock Shea for 30 plus and call it a day. Let me get this up. Yeah, Chase. So it's plus 203 for those on Bet365. I'm going to lock on DraftKings so they can sync to pick it, and you guys can get it there. Somebody said ESPN bet. Bet365 is plus 225. Hold on. We got to figure this out. If it's actually plus 225 and we're getting 20 points of value there, then that might be worth it. Let's see. I didn't know that they offer we got milestones, player quarter milestones. They do have that. Interesting. Minus 160 for Shea. Where'd it go? What do you yeah, we'll just lock on 365. Screw it.
Yeah, I
we
mean,
don't have to
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'll lock on DK for $1 so we can sync to pick it. But everybody can see it. Where's it? Money line. Wait. Oh, never mind. That makes sense. And then what was the other leg? I forget. D-Lo. Dang, we got a West Coast ladder today.
Holding it down.
And where are you, D-Lo? All right. Yeah, that's way better odds. Oh, it removed the SGP. God damn it.
Yeah, then we don't have to do the money line either.
Wait, what? Yeah, we do.
Do we?
Oh, wait. Maybe you're right, actually.
I was going to say, I don't think we would.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, that's so smooth.
Yeah,
all right, that makes me feel better. Yeah, so we have to add OKC money line on DraftKings just to get 10 worse points of value. That's crazy.
We move.
God. No, it's just Bet365's location thing is so bad sometimes that I have to refresh like 4 times just to lock. Thank you, Chase. Yep, we're locked. That's the ladder. D-Lo, 23.5 PA. Shea, 10 plus points in the first quarter. If you can't get this alt line for Shea, just take 30 plus for the full game. Let's do it. Quick lotto.
Yeah, we can cook a quick one.
Garland for 25.
Yeah, have to. Honestly, we could SGP Garland, Morel, and Allen 2.5 assists, and I honestly wouldn't hate that.
Dude, that's actually sneaky lotto.
Go Garland 25, Allen 2.5.
We could go Garland,
Morel 3 or 3.5.
I think we go Garland 20. Let's see what odds it would give us if we did it this way. And then Morel, where are you, buddy? That's 260. 425, we do 3 threes. Which would you rather have, Morel 4 threes and Garland 20, or Morel 3 threes and Garland 25? I'm gonna
probably
pull up Morel's
Garland. I know Morel's probably gonna have better logs. Garland. It's so hard for me to look at Garland's game logs on the year just because we know he was on a minute restriction for damn near 20-something games. Then he was injured. So I'm guessing the hit rate's better. I love the matchup for 25 plus.
For 15 points. Yeah, it might be better to go 3 threes. 3 threes is actually, it's in minus 220. Yeah. Might have to, I say we go 4 threes anyways. We'll go Garland 25 and Morel 4 threes.
It is a lotto. I don't want to get more assists for Allen than 3. I think that's
I agree. I think 3 is a pretty good number.
ideally, Allen maybe throw it to Garland for an assist or two, or Morel for a
Oh,
three.
he'll get like an assist off a handoff or something for sure. Yeah, 9 of 15 with 20 plus minutes for 4 threes. Come on now.
What's that? What's that put our odds?
For Morel, 4 threes and Garland, 25.
Yeah.
Plus 700.
Let's go.
Do we want to add one other thing or no? Sexton 25.
Yeah, Reg, we do like the Kawhi on parlay play. Will and I'll probably throw him in our slips today. I know that was on Will's list, so definitely like that at 21.5. If you guys aren't on there, you can play these lottos. You can use my code Austin or code Dr. Profit, and you can tail these lottos on parlay play. So good little alternative for DFS users.
Bro, I probably look like such a noob on Bet365 to Chase. The amount of times he has to tell me how to use a boost or add it to a bet slip is ridiculous. I make that mistake so many times.
That's why we got him.
He's honestly, he's a valuable member of these streams.
Facts.
And we get 30% boost. That's what he's saying. If I could do this stupid location.
This one feels actually really, really fun to watch. Like I'm going to be tuned into this Hawks-Cavs game. Also, I promise you, Bogdanovic is scoring 15 points today.
I was going to say I actually do like him today.
I got so much hate yesterday that I was like, fuck y'all, I'm not going to post him today. I was so close to running him back as my play of the day today. He is going to score 15 points today.
I do like him because I think he's going to get the Garland matchup.
Yeah, he's going to score 15. Like he missed his first 6 shots yesterday. Obviously, you're going to stop shooting. 0 for 6 to start. What do you want me to do?
Should we add Bog to this for 15?
I'm telling you he's going to score 15 because he's not on my list. He will score 15 because I didn't post him. But the hit rate was good. He's 4 for 13, 4 for 13, 1 for 7 his last 3 games. Like he's darned to start a game 3 for 3.
So why can't it's not applying the boost? Nice.
Yeah, we got all these people just watching Doc fuck around.
It's this site, dude, doesn't cooperate. Let's get Bog 15 plus in here. I get it. Back to square one. All right, I'll do this off screen. Those are the 4 that's going to be the lotto. We'll make sure to post it. And Chase said I got to put the money first. I'll post it when it's done. But that's everything you guys need to know today. I think that's everything we need to go over. We got a lotto card, ladder challenge. Anything else, Austin?
I think that's it. I think you hit it. Thanks for tuning in, fellas. We appreciate you. Hopefully we're here tomorrow. Well, we will be here for tomorrow, but hopefully we're on day 3 tomorrow.
Yep. I actually don't know if I'll be here in a different setup tomorrow. We'll find out soon. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Let's make some more money today, and hopefully tomorrow's stream is day 3. Take care, everybody.